Welcome to a rather unusual video where I actually talk into a microphone and into a camera. I promise this won't happen all the time, but I think for something like a top 5 list, it really makes sense to talk a bit about why I chose these pedals and what I love about those. It's a list, not exactly every pedal came out this year. Some are a bit older, but I played them for the first time this year. So take it with a grain of salt, but I think those are some really cool pedals, and if you don't know them already, you better check those out. Let's start with my number 5 pedal. It's the Una by 29 Pedals. It's hard to explain what it exactly does. It acts kinda like a buffer, but it isn't a buffer. It just makes everything in your guitar sound better. More bass, more high end. It gets all the sparkle that you sometimes lose if you have too many pedals in your change. This brings it all back. I don't think there's a single recording of a guitar I did since I owned this pedal where I didn't use it. But I don't want to talk too much about this. Let's just hear it in a recording. On my number 4 for this year is the Hawley Island Audio Allwood. It's based on a vintage overdrive pedal that's really hard to find. I've never heard about it, the Goma, the Blues. And this was made kind of famous by older Cult of Luna recordings. As I really love that band and that old recordings of them, I had to get this pedal, and paired with the right amps, this really gets spot on. It's a very raunchy overdrive. It excels at boosting your amp over the top to get some really sludgy, doomy tones, but you can just play it low gain into a clean channel, which is more of something I played here. For my number 3 pedal of this year, it's probably the one I was hyped the most about it since it was released. It's the Old Blood Noise Endeavor Screen Violins. These are incredibly hard to find in the EU because it's just sold directly, but I was lucky to find a second-hand one. This thing rules. It's a stereo drive and reverb with modulation. You can change the order to get some really lo-fi, dirty sounds. I don't think that I really explored all the settings in here, but I can't wait to show you this thing in a full demo at some point. Coming closer at the top, we're at my number 2 pedal, which is the Lichtlärm Audio Gehenna Distortion. I know Daniel for quite some time now, and with this revision of his famous distortion, he really knocked it out the park. It's got 2 channels, an active EQ and a passive EQ. You can really tailor your sound like you want to. This is probably the best distortion pedal that I've ever played. It does everything from tight metal chugga chugga stuff to really sludgy and doomy stuff. If you're looking for a distortion pedal, you really should check this out. One pedal left. My favorite pedal for the year 2022 is the Ground FX Lux. It's a 2-channel reverb pedal, which is voiced amazing. It does everything from smaller hall-type sounds into huge, lush plate sounds. I know Ben for quite some time now, and I've always talked him into building a reverb pedal, and with this thing, he did like one of the best reverbs I've ever played. It's so much fun. There are so much sounds hidden in it, even if it's a rather simple design with just a few knobs. Just check this out. And if you're looking for a reverb, this one is the one to get, especially for that price point. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I can't wait to show you more stuff in 2023. See you in the next one. Bye.